A woman's empowerment movement of sorts is taking shape this morning in New York's Central Park. David Begnaud is in the park to show us how a small group is making equality part of the landscape. David, good morning.
Good morning. Statues of historical men like Alexander Hamilton are perched on pedestals all over the place. But in the 843 acres, the only women you'll find are fictional: Alice in Wonderland and Mother Goose. But now, thanks to swift government action, that is about to change. At a half-mile wide and 2.5 miles long, Central Park is home to 22 statues of historical men, some recognizable like Beethoven, others obscure, like this statue of a 14th century Polish king.
I started thinking, what is this guy doing in the park? You know, I mean, it seemed bizarre.
So longtime New Yorkers Miriam Miejan and her husband Gary Ferdman launched a website advocating for women in the park.
Inevitably, everybody says, I can't believe it.
Colleen Jenkins is a women's history enthusiast who also got involved.
Very often these are role models. So you can look at Columbus, he's an explorer. You can look at Shakespeare, he's a playwright. And who are the women? Three dancing nymphs, Mother Goose. Where are the role models?
Jenkins went directly to Mitchell Silver, New York City's Parks Commissioner.
I walked up to him after his speech about equality and equity, and I said, did you know there are no statues of real women in Central Park?
But I said, this can't be. I mean, Central Park, it can't be. And so I told her I'd look into it, and I was shocked.
Silver discovered that since the 1950s, New York City has had an unofficial moratorium on new statues in Central Park. So he lifted it immediately, giving Jenkins and her group this spot for a statue near one of the park's entrances.
This was the right thing to do at the right time. This is the 21st century.
The new statue will feature two women who fought for women's voting rights: Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, the great-great-grandmother of Colleen Jenkins. She hopes the statue will be in place by 2017, the 100th anniversary of New York State granting women the right to vote.
They brought women into the democracy. So it's a perfect combination.
Colleen Jenkins guarantees one thing: her group won't have either woman on their statue high up on a pedestal like the men. Gail.
All right, thank you, David. Women on the money, women in the Central Park. We like it. We'll be right back.